everyone, welcome to all of you. So dear students, first of all confirm audio video is clear to you or not. I hope everything is fine, both clear. Yeah, all right. So welcome everyone. As we know already, on the last weekend we are having the GATE exam for the mechanical, DA branch, civil and instrumentation. So in the upcoming weekend also we are having the paper for the CS, EC, electrical students. So for that I am going to show you here in the last weekend which type of questions was there in the paper. Okay, although we discussed the live solutions also on the same day, but yeah, here I am going with the specific solution of engineering mathematics, and tomorrow also we are having session for the general aptitude. So if you guys can hear me, you guys can give me the confirmation. Yes, okay, clear. So let's start with this one. First of all, still till now you guys not joined our YouTube sorry, please confirm. Yes. Okay, so till now you guys not subscribe our YouTube channel, so first of all just subscribe the YouTube channel, and if you not join in our Telegram group, then please join in the Telegram group, because each and every important information you will get in our Telegram group only. So you can just join this group. Each and every free lecture video, okay, notification will be updated there, daily quizzes will be available there. So lots of the free features you will get on our Telegram group only. The next is, if you are preparing for GATE 25 or 26, then you can just go for the directly you can contact to our student advisory team. They will help you. If you want to prepare for the live online program with IMS GATE Academy, you can just contact to our student advisory team. Alright, now guys, here I am going to start with the questions. So first of all, as I told you, if audio video is clear, you guys can confirm, and one by one we will discuss here in the today's session. We will discuss here the engineering mathematics question. So let's start with the very first question. Let's start with the very first question. If I will start here, okay, so let's start with the very first question of engineering mathematics. If we are looking for that one, so the very first question I am having, okay, so the very first question I am having from the DA branch. Let's see the question. So given the PDF, this is the question from the continuous random variable of exponential function, exponential distribution. So given the PDF of exponential function, given the PDF of PDF of the exponential function, we are having the function fx is equals to lambda e to the power minus lambda x greater than is equals to 0 or 0 otherwise. Okay, this thing is given to us, and we need to find out the value of lambda in this case. So you need to find the value of lambda. So let's find out the value of lambda. How to approach it? Very easily we can go for it. First of all, this is the question of the exponential function. Whenever we are having the exponential distribution, okay, this is the continuous random variable question. So very easily we can just go for the one relation, that the expected value will be 1 by lambda, and your variance in this case will be, you are looking for what value? Okay, sorry, why we can go directly also, na? Yeah, please confirm. Okay, right. Okay, and one more with this one, na, one more relation is also given to us. 5 into expected value of x is equals to variance of x, when this is also given to you. So what is the question? For the given probability density function of the exponential function is given to us, and the condition 5 into expected value of x is equals to variance of x, right? And we are looking for the value of lambda. So although here so many students think ki ma'am here we need to go with the expected value of x of the continuous random variable, so you can use the formula of the expected value of the random variable, which is nothing but integration minus infinity to infinity x fx dx. But it will take time, it will be very lengthy if you will solve by this method. So rather doing this one, we can go directly because one relation is given to us and we can use this relation. So 5ex is equals to variance of x we are having. Okay, we know very well that the expected value of x is 1 by lambda and variance of x is nothing but 1 by lambda square. Now let's use these two conditions in the given question. So this is 5 into expected of x is equals to variance of x. 5 into expected of x means 1 by lambda is equals to 1 by lambda square we are having. Okay, 1 by lambda and 1 by lambda square. So I need to find out the value of lambda from here. So it will be, you can solve it like 5 lambda square minus lambda is equals to 0. We can take lambda as in common. So it will be 5 lambda minus 1 is equals to 0. We can write down from here lambda is equals to 0 or your lambda is equals to 1 by 5. Now as we can see, the given function is nothing but an exponential function, and in the exponential function, exponential distribution function, lambda should not be 0. So here this is very simple condition which is understood that lambda should be here greater than 0, lambda should be positive. So that's why you cannot take this value. Your answer will be lambda is equals to 1 by 5. Very easily, very simply you can just solve this question. All right. Okay, Amit Kumar, I am not able to see your comments. What you are saying, let me check. 3 distinct sets of okay, you are asking about which question? Now let's approach. Okay, let's go for the next question. So one more question we are having, which is from the DA branch. So this was the question. Let me write down here. This was the question of the DA 2024. Okay, let's see what the next question we are having. This question is also from the DA 2024. So the question is very good question from the determinant itself. Very easily we can approach this question, which is the linear algebra question. So the question is given the matrix M. We are having 1, 2 and 3. 3, 1 and 3, and again this is 4, 3 and 6, and it is asking about find the determinant of, it is asking about find the determinant of m square plus 12m. Find the determinant of m square plus 12m. That we need to find out, m square plus 12m. Okay, let's approach it. How to go? So how to approach? Let's see here. So very simply we can approach the question. The matrix is given to us first of all. Okay, it is asking about the determinant m square plus 12m. So first of all I will find out here the value of the determinant of m. Now when you are looking for the value of the determinant of m, you know very well the determinant is nothing but product of eigenvalues. So here what you can write down, if I will go for the solution of this question, what I will do, we know very well that the determinant of any matrix, okay, is nothing but product of eigenvalues. So that we can use directly product of eigenvalues. Okay, and here I need to go for the determinant of m square plus 12m. So how you will solve? We are having m here, so let's find out first of all the value of the determinant of m. Now look at here, the question is actually very easy. If you will just observe the question here now, you can see that very simply you can find out the determinant. So this is 1, 2 and 3, this is 3, 1 and 3, and the next is 4, 3 and 6. Now look at here, you are having 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. So very easily I can see here, if I will use here one simple row transformation, then my question will be done here. So at the place of R3, I can go with R3 minus R1 plus R2. When I will approach here, so it will become determinant of m will be 1, 2 and 3. When you will solve here, it will be 3, 1 and 3, and the next will be 0, 0 and 0. So very easily you can see this is a 3 cross 3 matrix whose determinant is nothing but 0. So very simply we can understand that the value of determinant is 0, and we know this, the very simple concept, ki if in a matrix determinant of any matrix is 0, it means the product of eigenvalues is 0. And here I am saying the matrix is a 3 cross 3 matrix, means here we should have 3 eigenvalues. So among these 3 eigenvalues the product is 0, but among these 3 eigenvalues minimum or at least one eigenvalue will be 0 100% here. So what you can write down? You can write down here that the determinant is 0. It means if you are writing the eigenvalues as in lambda 1, lambda 2 or lambda 3, so product will be 0. So now in this case you can go for it. Either lambda 1 is 0 or lambda 2 is 0 or lambda 3 is 0. So suppose I am considering here lambda 1 is 0. Okay. And the remaining 2 eigenvalues I am writing as a lambda 2 and lambda 3. Okay, we know very well one Cayley-Hamilton theorem statement that every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. So we can just solve this question by using that relation. You are looking for the eigenvalue, you are looking for the determinant of m square plus 12m. So actually you are looking for the product of eigenvalues of m square plus 12m. When you are looking for the product of eigenvalues of m square plus 12m, so how we will approach? We know this concept. If lambda is an eigenvalue of matrix A, if lambda is an eigenvalue of matrix A, lambda square will be the eigenvalue of A square. Lambda cube will be the eigenvalue of A cube. So in this case, lambda square plus 12 lambda square plus 12 lambda will be the eigenvalue of m square plus 12m. Simply, right? So I can just use this relation here. Okay, so for this one the eigenvalues will be lambda square plus 12 lambda. When the eigenvalues are lambda square plus 12 lambda, you are having eigenvalues of m. So what you will do? You will put 1 by 1 here. Lambda 1, you can write down this as an, if you want you can write down this as an lambda 1 lambda 1. You can write down this as an lambda 2 lambda 2. Or if you want you can put 1 by 1, the lambda 1, putting lambda 1 is equals to 0, putting lambda is equals to lambda 2, putting lambda is equals to lambda 3, then also you can consider. But although it does not make any difference, the result is ultimately 0 only. And if you want to convert this lambda 3 square plus 12 lambda 3. Okay. So now as I already consider here the lambda 1 is equals to 0, it means when I will put here lambda 1 is equals to 0, this will be 0. And when I am looking for the product of eigenvalues of matrix m square plus 12m will be 0 into, you are having this one lambda 2 square plus 12 lambda 2 into or multiply with lambda 3 square plus 12 lambda 3. And we know very well 0 into something is always is equals to 0. So very easily we can write down here the result as in 0. Very easily we can write down here the result as in 0. Very simply we can go for the direct answer will be 0 in this case. Okay. So my result will be 0. Very simply I can approach the determinant. Okay. When the determinant of matrix M is 0, then definitely the determinant of m cube or m square plus 12m will be 0. Clear? Very simply we can approach. So this is a very good question from the data science. The students which are having paper in the upcoming session, okay, in the upcoming weekend, so they means they also need to prepare with the small properties. These properties you can see here, we can see the use of these properties very frequently has been in the last weekend. So please clear with the algebra, especially algebra and calculus probabilities. Okay, sorry, algebra and calculus, all the important properties you need to clear with the linear algebra, means the determinant, eigenvalues, rank, and with the calculus in the sense of maxima, minima, you need to be clear. Okay, integral calculus formulas, the Green-Gauss-Stokes theorem, that you need to be clear. So all the properties, all the important formulas, be clear before approaching to the actual GATE exam in the upcoming weekend. All right. Now let's come to the next question. We are having again from the DA branch. So let's see what question we are having now. Okay. The question is from the very simple question from the probability, again from the coin based question. So the question is saying 3 coins are tossed independently. 3 coins are tossed independently. Okay, T is the event. T is the event that two or more tosses results. Two or more tosses results heads. So you can write down actually the event T is equals to when you are having two or more than two heads, and one more event you are having, that is S. So S is the event for two or more than two tails. T is for two and more than two heads, and S is for two or more than two tails. Then find the probability of T intersection S. So first of all, now very easily we can approach this question. We need to identify whether we are having any intersection here or not. Yeah, good evening Anwar, welcome. Whether we need to check here we are having any intersection or not. If we are having anything, something is common, then to probability will exist, otherwise that will be 0 shunya. So you are asking about 3 coins. So when this is very simple, we know very well what is the sample space, the total number of sample space, so we know. But if I am looking for the sample space for the 3 coins, so what will be the sample space for the 3 coins? Very easily you know very well, there are 8 possibilities. Okay, 8 possibility means head, 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 all the 3 coins having head, or head, head, tail, or head, tail, head, or tail, head, head. Similarly, you can go for the tail, 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 or tail, tail, head, or tail, head, tail, and the last will be head, tail, tail. So these are the 8 possibilities we can have overall among these 3 coins. Now you are asking that you are having here 2 events T. So what is the possibilities for the event T when you are having 2 or more than 2 heads? 2 or more than 2 heads. This is more than 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2. So first four okay, events will be here. We can write down head, 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 2 or more than 2. So this is for 2, this is for 2, and this is also for 2. Alright, and you are looking for the next event S, where you are having 2 or more than 2 tails. So the last 4 will be in this category. We can write down, so tail, 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 head, or tail, head, tail, and last will be head, tail, tail. So very easily by just observation here we can understand that the result will be shunya 0. Why? Because it is not possible in 3 coins. You will have 2 or more than 2 heads also, and you will have 2 or more than 2 tails also. The both together is not possible in any case, because we are having maximum 3 outputs now. We can have maximum 3 outputs on the 3 coins. So how we can have all the 4? Okay, so that's why it is not possible. Still you can see by this one that here all the events in this one and all the events in this one are separate. This is actually mutually exclusive because their intersection is 0. So T intersection S is 5. So their intersection is 5, null set 0 shunya. So when their intersection is nothing, 0, 5, null set, so their probability will be 0, 100%. So you can write down directly here in this case the required probability will be 0 because we don't have any favorable event. So that's why the result will be 0. Very easily we can just approach this one. Okay guys, I hope you are clear with this thought. Now, so that's why this is a very simple but the basic question. Now, student, what they used to think, okay, no, this cannot be as simple. It is simple. You need to read the question very carefully. You need to just understand the language, and then you need to approach. You should not think, this as easy question, it's not possible in the GATE exam. So they can make the easy question also. They can make the tough questions also. Only the thing you need to read the question very carefully. Alright. Now, let's go for the next question also. I'm having what it is. Let's see. I think the next is also from the DA branch only. But let me check. What is the question? Okay, the question is from the limit itself. So this was also from the DA 2024. Let's go for the next question. Is also from the DA 2024, and this question is from the limit. As I told you earlier also, okay, one question very is a strong chance that from the differential calculus there are only two two very important topics. First is the limit, second is the maxima minima. And yes, you can see in the last weekend we are having question from the maxima minima also, we are having question from the limit also. So these two are very important topics in the differential calculus who are going to appear in the upcoming weekend. They need to be very clear with the limits and the maxima minima concept. You should not miss these two. Alright, what was the question? The question was limit x tends to 0, limit x tends to 0, ln of x square plus 1, ln of x square plus 1 multiply with cos x whole divided by x square. You guys can confirm also with the data that yeah, I hope the question is clear and it is the same what I am writing here. So we need to find out this value. So first of all, I will check whether here how to approach. When I will substitute the limit in the numerator and denominator, then only I will identify. So when I will put here the limit, I can see cos 0 is 1. When you will put here, this is 0 and 1. So ln 1 means log 1 is 0 shunya and x square is again 0 shunya. So I will go with the Mr. DL Hospital. Right, when I will approach here Mr. DL Hospital, so I will do here what the Mr. Hospital said. According to the DL Hospital, we need to just differentiate numerator separately and the denominator separately. The question should not solve by the u by v method. It is separately differentiation of numerator and a separately differentiation of the denominator. So when you will approach here, so you can see ln x means the 1 by x. So this will be 1 upon x square plus 1 into cos x. And here again you need to go with the differentiation d by dx of x square plus 1 into cos x. That we will approach it. And whole divided by x square, it will be 2x. Now again here also so many students used to approach like this one here ki okay, let's check again here, and then you also want to try the L hospital again. But what I am saying na ki before approaching to the next DL hospital or again DL hospital, you need to just cross check. When you will just observe here now, within the 2 line you can solve this question. There is no need to repeat again and again this process. So just have a very good. So just have a simple observation. I am writing this as a limit x tends to 0, 1 upon x square plus 1 into cos x I am having. The next when I will open, this will be x square plus 1. Let's solve the differentiation of sin x is cos x is minus sin x, and this will be x square plus 1. Now the cos x is as it is and differentiation of x square plus 1 is 2x only. Whole divided by you are having 2x. Okay, now I want to make it more easy because I can see one simple observation. So what I want to do now, from this is cos x actually, and then 2x. So I want to take common from the numerator 2x cos x. So when I will take common from the numerator 2x cos x, okay, this also you can write down here the 2x, and you are having here 1 plus x square cos x. So what I am having in the denominator now, I want to just cancel out. Because the limit is x tends to 0, I want to take common 2x cos x from the numerator and from the denominator, then I will just cancel out. So 2x cos x, when I will take common from here, it will be minus of sin x by cos x. Okay, here we are having x square plus 1 divided by 2x, and here when I will take common 2x cos x, so it will be 1. And here we are having 2x cos x 1 plus x square. 2x cos x will be gone. When you will apply here limit, this is nothing but sin x by cos x, so which is 10x. So the question is done actually. Limit x tends to 0, minus of 10x you are having, and divided by x you can write down here. You can just take the minus separate, and here we are having minus of x square plus 1 by 2. So just put here the minus x square plus 1 by 2 divided by 1, okay, plus 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Now when I will approach here the limit, I can see when I will approach the limit here, limit x tends to 0, 10x by x is 1 always. When you will put here limit x tends to 0, so x square will be 0. You are having 0 plus 1 upon something, so that is minus 1 by 2 plus 1. Okay, so when I will approach here, so I can directly go with this one. I am writing the question like this: limit x tends to 0, 10x by x, that will be 1. When I will approach the limit here also, because we are having in the product, so very easily we can approach. So this will be minus of 0 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 0. After approaching the limit, my result will be 1 minus 1 by 2, which is 1 by 2 only. So very easily you can write down your result will be 1 by 2, or if it was a numerical answer type question, then your answer should be 0.5. No beta, here no need to go with the eyelet rule. Why there is no, you used to go for the eyelet? Eyelet we used to go for the integration by parts. We are not doing here integration by parts. We are doing here simple differentiation. So there is no need. U into V, you can go with any first function or any function. I am just doing here differentiation of x square plus 1, that is in the next step 2x, and differentiation of cos x, that is minus sin x. So one by one you can just take cos x as it is, then the differentiation of x square plus 1, and then x square plus 1 as it is, and differentiation of cos x. Very easily you can approach. Alright. Now, so I hope that this is a very good question. Again, we can expect in the next weekend also the question from the limit. There is a great chance we can see the question from the limit itself. So you should not miss the limit again. Alright, let's come to the next question. So there is one more question from the DA branch, and the question was from the, this was question number 3 na 4, now I am having 5. So the question is again from the DA branch, and this question is also from the linear algebra. So what the question is saying, given for the given matrix, we are having a matrix 2 minus 1 3 and 1. For the given matrix, find the type of the eigenvalues. You need to identify which type of eigenvalues you are having. Find the type of eigenvalues. Which type of eigenvalues you are having here? Let's approach. Find the type of eigenvalues means I am not having all the option, but whether it is complex or it is real or it is 0, or what it is we are having here, or none. Let's approach. So very easily we can go for it. Suppose I am taking the matrix as an A. You are saying I need to find out the nature of the eigenvalues. So 2 minus 1, 3 or 1. So first of all, we know very well कि we already learned this simple concept so much time also कि whenever we need to find out the eigenvalues, how we need to approach by sum and product of the eigenvalues. Suppose you want to go here with the sum and product, so let's check here. When you will go for the sum of eigenvalues, the sum will be 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, when you will go here for the product of eigenvalues, so your product will be 2 minus plus 3, so 5. So I cannot understand those two. First of all, this is a 2 cross 2 matrix now. I cannot identify those two real values. If you want to just go for the direct approach, then also you can go with this question. Ki we cannot understand in this case, can we get any two real values by which the product is 5 and the sum is 3. It's not possible to get any real value. The root will be a complex root. That is giving me surety by just checking these two things, because when I will go for the product can be 5 only. So 1 into 5 will be the 5. I want sum or sum as in 3. So it is not possible 5 and 1, or 1 and 5 cannot give you the 3. So that's why there is a strong chance that the question will have the complex eigenvalues, but still I am giving you the proof for that one also. So here for that side you can directly approach with the characteristic equation. I am giving you the shortcut also. You can go with the characteristic equation, or if you want then you can use the characteristic equation in the shortcut also, that is the lambda square for the 2 cross 2 matrix. Lambda square trace into lambda plus determinate whatever you are having, the determinate of the matrix. Okay, determinate of the matrix, and that is equals to 0. If you want to solve in the manner, then you can solve with the a minus lambda, means 2 minus lambda minus 1, 3, or 1 minus lambda is equals to 0. It will also give you the same thing. Yeah, very good. It will have the complex conjugate. It will also give you the same thing, and if you will solve by this one, that will also give you the same thing. So let's check. Lambda square minus trace is already I find out 3, lambda determinate is 5 is equals to 0. So cannot get any real root from here. Let's check here. We know how to find out the root of a quadratic equation. Minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. That we need to approach here. So if I will approach here the same process, so it will be minus minus plus 3 plus minus root of b square 9 minus 4 into a is 1, c is 5 divided by 2 into 1. So when you will go with this one, your lambda will be 3 plus minus 9 minus 20 square root of 11 iota, because we are having here negative value, divided by 2. So hence it is giving you clarity that your eigenvalues will be 3 plus minus root of 11 by 2, 3 by 2 plus minus root of 11 by 2 iota. So hence we are having the eigenvalues as in complex conjugate. So my answer should be A for Ahmedabad. My answer should be complex here, right? Clear everyone? This question is from aptitude. Aptitude, which engineering? Civil engineering, forenoon session. Okay, we will check for the aptitude. We are having tomorrow session also. Today we are going to discuss with the engineering mathematics question. Okay, yeah, very good, shabash. So now let's go for the, I hope this question is clear. Let's go for the next question. That question has been asked in the IN 2024. The very easy question again from the linear algebra eigenvalue. So very simple question, very easy. Everybody can solve this one if you know the simple concept. If the eigenvalues of A are given to you, what is 1 by 4 1 and minus 1 by 4 1 and minus 2. So then you need to find out the eigenvalues of A inverse. You need to find out the eigenvalues of A inverse. Eigenvalues of A are given to you. We know very well eigenvalue is nothing but the product of the eigenvalue is nothing but 1 by 4 1 and minus 2 here. If you want to go for the if I want to go for the determinant here, so determinant of A is nothing but product of eigenvalues. So directly you can write down determinant of A is product of eigenvalues. So product of eigenvalues are given to you 1 by 4 into 1 into minus 2. When you will solve, this is minus 1 by 2. But the question is not asking me the determinant of A. Question is asking me the determinant of, okay, it's not asking the eigenvalue. It is asking directly the determinant. It is asking the determinant. Find the A inverse. Find the determinant of A inverse. Find the determinant of A inverse. Means it is asking me to this quantity. Okay. So very easily I will solve this question. We know very well the determinant of A inverse is nothing but 1 upon determinant of A. Determinant of A you are having already. When you will put the value, your question is done. Minus 1 by 2 we are having, so your result will be minus 2. Your result will be minus 2. Very easily you can solve this question. Very simply we can go for the solution of this question. Yes? I hope it is clear. Very good. Alright, so this was a good question. Now let's approach the question from the I'm having the next question also, which is from the complex function. Let's see the question. So the next question is from Mechanical 2024. The question is from the complex functions. Real part of the complex function is given to you. Real part of your complex function is given to you already here. Real part of this complex function is given to you, means u is equals to cos hyperbolic x. Let me confirm. Cos hyperbolic x cos y. Yes. Cos hyperbolic x cos y. Then find the complex function. Find the value of fz. Find the value of fz. We need to find out the value of fz, function of z. We need to find out the value of fz, means function of z. So very easily we can use here the Milne-Thomson method and we can solve this question. What is the Milne-Thomson method? I am giving you here. We already discussed. This is called the construction of analytical function. How to construct an analytical function? That is given to you. So real part of a complex analytical function is given to you, and it is asking about the function. Okay, Milnes-Thomson method. So according to that one, suppose the real part is given to you, when u is given to you, and you are looking for finding the v. So actually we will not find out the v when u is given to us, and we are looking for finding the value of the function, completely value of the function. So how we need to find out? First of all, we need to find out the del u by del x in this case, and we will mark it as an phi 1 z0 in the sense of at the place of x in this del u by del x you will put z, at the place of y in this del u by del z you will put del u by del x you will put 0. Second, you will find out the del u by del y also, and you will name it as an phi 2 z0. Phi 2 z0 means at the place of x you will put z, at the place of y you will put 0. And third, here because we are looking for the function, so we will go for the phi 1 z0. Here we are having, okay, plus iota, and it will be phi 2 z0, and overall it will be dz. We need to approach like this. Okay, yeah. So let's go for this one. When I will use this one, so I can see first of all u is given to me. Let's find out the del u by del x from here. So del u by del x will be cos hyperbolic x, it will be sin hyperbolic x, and cos y will be as it is. When I will go for the del u by del y here, so del u by del y will be minus of sin y, and cos hyperbolic x will be as it is. As I told you, you need to put this one as in phi 1 z0, you need to put this one as in phi 2 z0. At the place of x we will replace z, at the place of y we will replace 0. Similarly here and similarly here. So when I will go with this one, so my phi 1 z0 is actually sin hyperbolic 0. When you will put here this you are having yeah. So when you will put here at the place of x, let me write down, I am having here sin hyperbolic z, and this will be cos y, means cos 0. So sin hyperbolic z is as it is, cos 0 is 1 only. So you are having at the place of phi z you can put what? Phi 1 z, you will put phi 1 z is sin hyperbolic x or sin hyperbolic z, and when you will go with this one, so phi 2 z0, it will be sin 0 will be 0 only, 0 into something is 0, so this will be 0. When you will put for the final solution fz, it will be integration of sin hyperbolic z, okay, plus 0 iota 0, so it will be 0 only, plus dz. So the integration of sin hyperbolic, when you will solve, your result will be, when you will go for the solution, what will be the result in this case? Very good. So for the sin hyperbolic, the integration will be cos hyperbolic only, so it will not negative. What is the result here? So it will be cos hyperbolic z plus c. That will be your function of z. That will be your required function of z. Very easily, very simply we can approach for the function by using the Milnes-Thomson method. Okay, while we were studying the concept of the complex variables, okay, I told this time also earlier that if in the analytical function, in the complex variable, they can ask two pattern of question only, either the question from the analytical function or the question from the complex integration. So this time in the last weekend, a civil is not having complex, but in the mechanical, okay, they did not ask about the complex integration. But what I can see na ki in the upcoming weekend, in the EC electrical, they can ask, they will, means there is a chance that they can ask about the complex integration question. So you need to prepare with the Cauchy's integral formula also, Cauchy's integral theorem also, residue also. So be prepared with that one. Okay, now let's come with the next question. So this was my question number 7. Let's come to the question number 8. Again is from mechanical. Let's approach with the next question. So we are having the very simple question from the differential equation. So given differential equation, what is the equation? T dx by dt plus t minus x is equals to 0. T dx by dt plus t minus x is equals to 0. Okay, when x1 is equals to 0, then find the value of x2. Find the value of x2. As I told you, you guys can confirm about the data also, whether this is correct or not. The question which I am writing is correct or not in the data, in terms of the data. So t dx by dt plus t minus x is equals to 0 and x1 is equals to 0 is given to me, and I am looking for the value of x2. Let's find out. So first of all, now we will go for the given differential equation. We need to write down in a systematic manner so that we can approach it. So t dx by dt we are having. Okay, when I will just shift it or let me write down as it is, then I will shift it. So I will divide every term by the t, so it will be dx by dt plus 1 minus x by t is equals to 0. I can write down this as in dx by dt minus x by t is equals to minus 1. This differential equation is nothing but the form of the linear differential equation. When you will go for the comparison, you can see we can compare this by the dx by dy plus py equals to q. Usually we are having differential equation, linear form of differential equation is dy by dx plus px is equals to q, where your p and q are the function of y. And here I am having dx by dy plus py equals to q, where p and q will be the function of x, right? Very easily I will go for the comparison in this case. So dx by dt plus dx by dt, when you are having this one, px, sorry, my mistake, px is equals to q. Okay, so I am writing in the actual form only, so I will compare with this one. So dx by dt plus px is equals to q, dx by dt plus px is equals to q. When you will compare here, so we are having the linear differential equation dy by dx plus py equals to q, where p and q are the function of x, and dx by dy plus px is equals to q, where p and q are the function of y. So here I don't have x and y, I am having here x and t only. I am having here x and t only. So when I will go for the comparison, I can see very well in this case p and q will be the function of t only. Okay, if you want to go for the integrating factor in this case, it will be e to the power p dt, and your general solution will be again based on this one. So let's find out the general solution and integrating factor also. So from here I can go for the comparison that my p is nothing but minus 1 by t and my q is nothing but minus 1. I am having the values of p and q. Let's find out the integrating factor if e to the power p dt. When you will go for the e to the power p is minus 1 by t dt. When you will solve it, it will be e to the power minus log of t only. Log of t means t power minus 1. When you will solve, base is e, so it will be nothing but t power minus 1. Hence your integrating factor you can write down as in 1 by t. You can write down your integrating factor as in 1 by t here. Okay, when we will go for the 1 by t, let's go for the general solution. So my general solution in this case, because when you will approach like this, so your general solution should be in the form of x into integrating factor equals to q into integrating factor. Okay, we are approaching with respect to t dt plus c. So it should be x is as it is, integrating factor is 1 by t equals to q. You are having the value of q as in minus 1. This is integrating factor is 1 by t dt plus c. 1 by t dt plus c. Okay, when you will approach it, so here it will be x by t is equals to minus, you are having, so this will be minus of log t plus c. So I am writing it as it is here because the initial conditions are given to us and we can use those initial conditions. So what is the condition? At it is given to you at t is equals to 0, the value of x is 1. Sorry, at t is equals to 1, the value of x is 0. T is equals to 1, value of x is 0. This is given to us. So we will use this condition here. If I will use here at t is equals to 1, value of x is 0. So this will be 0. This will be log 1, that is again 0 plus c. So I can go for the value of the constant c will be 0. I can get the value of constant from here. The c will be 0 here only when you will solve it. So you can just put the value here. So it will be x is equals to minus t log t only plus c is 0 only. when you will put, you are asking actually the value at x is equals to 2. When you are looking for the value at x is equal, means x2. You are looking for the value of x2. x2 means that the value of t is 2. So t is 2, so minus 2 log of 2 will be there. When you will solve x2, minus 2 log 2 means actually this is nothing but log to the power 2 minus 2, right? So 2 minus 2, when you will solve, this will be minus 1.386 around. So result should be minus 1.386 in this case. When you will just solve, you are having calculator, when you will just solve, your result will be minus 1.386. Very easily you can approach it. I hope it is clear to everyone. Very easily, very simply we can approach these type of question. This is one of the very simple question of the differential equation. Definitely the similar means linear has been asked this time. So we can see the question from the homogeneous also. We can see there is a chance. The question from the CFPI concept also. The question from the linear itself also. The question from the Euler's Cauchy equation also, means the differential equation with we are having two type of differential equation, with the constant coefficient and with the variable coefficient. So this time they can ask you the question based on the Euler's Cauchy, means the differential equation with variable coefficient also. Okay, now let's see what next question we are having. This was the question number 8. Let's go for the question number 9. Again I think the question is from the mechanical. Let me also cross check. Yeah, we are having the question from the mechanical, the question from the linear algebra. So for the matrix A, 1 alpha 8 3. For the matrix A, 1 alpha 8 3, find alpha for non-positive eigenvalue. Find alpha for non-positive. Non-positive means your eigenvalue is negative only. Non-positive eigenvalue. When it is saying a non-positive, it's not non-negative. Non-positive means it is given to us your eigenvalue is negative only. But one of the eigenvalue will be negative. When it is saying na ki non-positive eigenvalue, so it means one of the eigenvalue will be negative. If you will take both the eigenvalues will be negative, so ultimately this will be not a non-positive. So let's approach very simply. Here in this case I will go for the determinant, because you want that the eigenvalues are negative. So when you want eigenvalues are negative, so I should directly approach na ki my determinant should be negative. My determinant should be negative means it should be less than 0. So determinant will be less than 0. Determinant is 3 minus 8 alpha, which will be less than 0. So 3 is less than 8 alpha. Okay, I am looking for the value of alpha. You are looking for the value of alpha. So in this case you can write down your alpha is greater than 2 8 by, your alpha is greater than 2 3 by 8, not 8 by 3. We are having 8 alpha and 3. So your alpha will be greater than 2 3 by 8. Your alpha will be greater than 2 3 by 8. Yeah, what you are saying, Anwar? If it is NAT, will they mention the sign? Yes, definitely. Definitely in this case you need to write down the result with the sign also if the question is NAT. Plus 2 minus 2. I hope you are having option there for the sign. So you need to put the sign also. So alpha is greater than 2 3 by 8. This is my answer. Alright. Okay, so one very simple question we are having from the integral calculus. Let's approach that question. That will be my question number 10 from the mechanical. Again, this is the question, mechanical 2024. It is given to us the integration x is equals to 3 to x is equals to 4. X is equals to 3 to x is equals to 4. Okay, and integration y is equals to 1 to y is equals to 2. X is equals to 3 to 4, y is equals to 1 to 2, dy dx by x plus y whole square. So that will be dy dx by x plus y whole square. X plus y whole square, and that is equals to log to the base e a by 25 or 24, a by 24. Okay, and we need to find out the value of a. Then find the value of a. So in this case, actually the value of the integration, the value of this double integration is already given to us, that the value is equals to log to the base e, a by 24 we are having, and in this case we need to find out the value of a. So what we should do now, rather checking this one, we should just find out first of all these two double integration we need to solve, and then whatever the result we are having we can compare by the actual given result, and then we can find out the required value. So what I will do, I will just approach, let me approach on the next slide. So I will go for the integration. X is equals to 3 to 4 we are having. Let's integrate this given function 1 upon x plus y whole square with respect to y. When you will solve 1 upon y square, integration of 1 upon y square is minus 1 by y. So it should be minus 1 upon x plus y. Okay. And you are having here the limit you need to put. The limit is your y is equals to 1 to y is equals to 2. And then you will go for the integration with respect to x. So x is equals to 3 to 4. Let me confirm, it is 3 to 4 only na. Okay. So when you will go with this one, it will be minus 1 upon x plus 2 minus plus 1 upon x plus 1. Okay. And a dx. Now let's integrate this one with respect to x so that we can just solve it. When I will integrate this one with respect to x, I am having this as a minus. Okay. That's why I am putting here minus plus. So it will be minus of ln x plus 2. Okay. And here we are having plus of ln x plus 1. So now we need to be careful for the limits also. We will put here 1 by 1, x is equals to 3 to x is equals to 4. When I will put here, suppose x is equals to 4, I will putting in these 2. So it will be minus ln 2, 4 plus 2 will be 6, and plus you are having 4 plus 1 will be 5. This is for the upper limit. When I will go for the lower limit, so minus ln of 3 plus 2, 5. So minus ln of 5 minus, let me write down like this. Minus ln 5, and this will be plus ln 4. Okay. So let's solve it. So when we will solve it, this will be minus ln 6 plus ln 5 minus plus ln of 5 plus minus ln of 4 you are having. So when you will solve, you are having actually ln of 5 square. 5 square means you can go with the twice of ln of 5, which is 5 square only, which is nothing but 5 square only. And here we can just take among these two, we can take negative common. So it will be ln of 6 plus ln of 4. So log m plus log n is nothing but log of mn. So 6 into 4 is 24. It will be ln of 5 square minus ln of 24 we are having here. When I will go in terms of the division, so I can write down this one, because log m minus log n is log of m by n. So it will be log of 25 by, when you will just go for the comparison, so you can write down log of 25 by 24, and actually this you can compare by the given value. When I am writing here natural log, so that is log only, so that you can compare by the log to the base e, a by 24, and you are looking for the value of a, so hence your a will be 2525. Hence the value of a will be 2525. Very easily I will approach it. I hope this is clear. Everybody please confirm. I hope it is clear to everyone. Yes, please confirm everyone. Please confirm. Yeah, there was some lag, but I hope now it's clear. Okay. Alright, so I hope this is also one very good question we can see. Alright, we are having one more very good question from the double integration itself in the mechanical branch. So my question number will be 11 this time. The question is again from the mechanical 2024. Let's see, that is also very good question. It's given to us. It's given double integration z dx dy, double integration z dx dy, where your S is the outer surface of a sphere. You need to find out this value for this sorry, for this double integration you need to find out the value. So where S is the outer surface of a sphere, outer surface of the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to r square. X square plus y square plus z square is equals to y square. So we need to find out, it's not given, it's we need to find out. Find the value of this one. Okay, find the value of this one where your S is the surface, S is the outward surface of a sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to r square. Alright, as I told you earlier also, so many times I told to my dear student that we can see the question based on the green Gauss stock or the gradient divergent curl. So among these three operator or three theorem, one question we can see surely in the GATE exam. So you can see in the last weekend we are having question from the mechanical from the green Gauss stock, means the double integration. So we very easily we can solve this question. What I will solve here, I can see double integration z dot dx dy I am having now. So this is in the xy plane. First of all you can write down this as an z dot k cap, okay, and this will be dx dy k cap. When we are having xy plane, so it should be k cap. So very easily you can write down, and if you want to solve this question, you will solve this question with the help of the Gauss divergence theorem. I will just use at the place of this double integration, I will use the divergent del dot f dv. I will find out the divergent of this given function and then I will solve it. So you can see, look at here, your function f is nothing but 0 I cap, you are having 0 j cap and z, not 0, this is z k cap. If you want to find out, if you want to use the Gauss divergence theorem, so with the Gauss divergence theorem I need to find out the divergence. So divergence will be del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z. Your f1 is 0, so this will be 0. f2 is 0, so this is again 0. But your f3 is z, so when you will solve, this will be 1 only. So your value of divergent of f is nothing but 1. So that you can write down divergent of f is 1 here. When you will solve, the value of divergent of f is 1. So very easily, very simply we can just solve, we can go for the result. So del dot f is 1 here. When you will approach, this will be this, you can put here the value. So I can write down here by the Gauss divergence theorem. By the Gauss divergence theorem, I will go with the z dx dy will be equals to the triple integration del dot f, means 1 dv. 1 dv means v only now. V is the volume of the given sphere. So volume of the given sphere will be the 4 by 3 pi r cube only. So you can write down here v is the volume of given sphere. V is volume of given sphere, which is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube. So your answer should be 4 by 3 pi r cube, means the volume of the differential volume of the given sphere. Yeah, we will come to that one also, don't worry, we will come to that one. Okay, Anwar, we are coming to every question, don't worry. Okay, now one more very good question I am having from the same slot of the mechanical, the same segment. So the question is from the the question is from the previous one was from the integral calculus. Now the question I am going to solve by the linear algebra. So the question is of the system of equation. What is the question? Given system of equation, given system of equation, very easily we can solve this question also, which is x plus 2y plus 5 is equals to 5 and 2x plus ay plus 4z is equals to 12. The next is 2x plus 4y plus 6z is equals to b. Have non-trivial solution. B. Have non-trivial null solution. Non-trivial solution in null space. Non-trivial solution in null space. Okay. Then find A and B. Then find A and B. Very easily, very easily we can solve this question if you will follow my pattern. Literally within the 2 line you can solve this question, means within the 2 steps you can solve this question. How to do? Let's approach here. So first of all, what is given to us, that is very important, and the similar pattern of question means from the system of equation, the trivial or non-trivial type of question definitely we can expect in the upcoming weekend also. So what is the question? Have a non-trivial solution in in a null space. So non-trivial solution in null space means actually we can see the given system of equation is a non-homogeneous system of equation, and when you are talking about the non-trivial solution in non-homogeneous, it means this is nothing but infinite number of solution. So it's clearly given to you that this given system of equation is having infinite solution. It's not writing directly, but they are writing the word which you can just see. So when we are having the given system of equation is infinite solution. Infinite solution, it means what is the meaning of this infinite solution? The meaning of this is the only key point here. Meaning of infinite solution is, if you will find out here the rank of matrix A, rank of matrix AB, that will be less than 2 number of unknowns. Look at in the question how many unknowns you are having, x, y, z. So the rank of both the matrices x, y and z should be less than 3. When it is less than 3, it means all the 3 cross 3 minors available here in the matrix A or in the matrix AB should be 0. That is the key point here. Okay, right. So first of all, let me write down the matrix AB, because whenever we are having the non-homogeneous system of equation, so we can solve, we can find out the answer directly by taking the AB matrix only. So I am taking here the matrix AB, which will be 1, 2, 5 and 5. When I will go for the next, it will be 2, A, 4 and 12. When I will go for the next, it will be 2, 4, 6 and B. Okay, and I am looking for the value of A and B here. So first of all, it should be clear in my mind that the rank of A equals to rank of AB should be less than 3. Less than 3 means all the 3 cross 3 minors in this matrix should be 0. All the 3 cross 3 minors in this matrix should be 0, 100%. Okay. So if you want to make it 0, so rather you are having 2 choices in this case. If you want, you can just take this first 3 columns, you can find out the determinant, you can put it directly equals to 0. Then you need to take the second column, okay, last 3 columns, and then you can put it equals to 0, you can find out the value of B. But what I think, directly there is no need to solve the determinant 2 times. You can solve this question directly without finding the determinant. Without finding the determinant, you can just solve this. Okay. If you remember, my golden rule is, if whenever we are having the very first element is 1, we need to make all the elements below this 1 equals to 0. So I want to use here the transformation at the place of R2. I want to go for the R2 minus 2R1. Similarly, at the place of R3, I want to go for the R3 minus 2R1. Both the cases I want to apply this one only. When I will go with this one, look at what happened. Look at what happened. So your first row will be 1, 2, 5, 5. Your second will be 2 minus 2, 0. It will be A minus 4. It will be 4 minus 10. So it will be minus 6. When you will go for this one, 12 minus 10. So it will be 2. Here 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 4, 0. 6 minus 10 you are having. So that you can write down 6 minus 10 is minus 4. And when you will go for B, minus 10. Okay. Now we know very well, yeah, augmented matrix we are having here. So we know very well we need to put all the minors of 3 cross 3 here 0, means the ultimately the determinant is 0 here. And when the determinant is 0, the very first golden rule of the determinant, if in a matrix any two rows or columns are identical, then the determinant is 0. So here I can see this is 0. Ultimately here these last two rows should be identical. This is 0. Okay, these two are identical. So these two should be also identical. So I can write down directly a minus 4 is equals to 0, means the value of a is equals to 4. Acha, one more thing you can do here. We are having here minus 6 and minus 4 also. Now, wait a minute. Is it minus 6? Please cross check the value first of all. Please cross check the value. I think this is 2. Because we are having here 4. Is it 4? 4. If I am having here 4, let me cross check the value. 2a4 and then we are having 12. Right. 2a4 and we are having 12. And 1 to 1. 1x plus 2y plus z. Arey baba. This is 1 actually. Okay, I missed this question. This is 1. Now it will be changed. So 4 minus, when I will go with 4 minus 2, it will be 2. And when I will go with 6 minus 2, it will be 4. 6 minus 2, it will be 4. Okay. Now it is okay. So I missed to write down the question. Actually, I write down here 5. No, it is not 5. It is z only. Okay, G. So when I will go with this one, I can see this 0, 0 should be identical. If you want now, what you can do, you can just divide this last row, what you are having now, you can divide this last row by the 2. When I will divide this last row by the 2, so 2 and 2 is equal, and that is also I want to divide. So 0 by 2 is 0 only, 0 by 2 is 0 only, these two are identical, these two should also identical, that's why I can write down a minus 4 is equals to 0. If I want to go for the next one, so here you can see 2 and 2 is equal, that is identical, absolutely correct, and here also you can just go for the confirmation. So when you will go for the last term here, so I am writing in the detail here, so it should be a minus 4 is equals to 0, hence your a is equals to 4. When you will go for the next one, you are having b minus 10 by 2 is equals to 2. So actually your b minus 10 is 4. So value of b will be 14. So you are having the value of b is 14, value of a is 4. So 4 and 14 should be your answer. Your answer should be 4 and 14. The value of a and the value of b is respectively 4 and 14. You can confirm about that one. Clear? Everybody? Okay, I hope the question is clear, because this is again a very good question. Very easily we can see that we can approach the question. If you will see, means lots of the students, they used to approach here the determinant, although you can go for the determinant of the first three columns and then for the last 3 columns, but it does not make any difference. You need to solve the determinant 2 times, then you will get the value of a and b, and there is a chance that you will do some small mistakes. So here directly you can go by using these 2 lines of the row transformation, r2 minus 2r1, r3 minus also 2r1. When you will approach directly with the comparison, you can write down the value of a and b very easily. I hope it is clear. So these were the questions from the mechanical. Now let's come for the civil also. So we are having very first question from the civil. Let's approach the question from the civil. The question is, for the given vector function, we are having for the given vector function or the given vector function v vector, for the given vector function v vector is 3i cap plus 5xj cap. We are having the vector function 3i cap plus 5xj cap. Find whether it is incompressible or irrotational. Find whether it is incompressible incompressible or irrotational. You need to find out ki whether your given function is irrotational or your function is actually solenoidal. So very easily for the other students, actually we can take this question in the FM also, but directly if you want to solve now, so directly you can solve this question with the mathematics. What is the mathematics behind this one? Ki they can ask the question in the future, in the upcoming weekend also they can ask the question in terms of the irrotational or solenoidal. So you need to check. Solenoidal means divergent is 0, irrotational means curl is 0, right? So you need to check what it is here. So whether it is irrotational or it is solenoidal. So let's check. We are having the vector function, velocity vector function is given to us. We need to check first of all for the incompressible, it's a divergent. So divergent of v vector or divergent of this one will be, when you will go for the divergent, it will be del v1 by del x plus del v2 by del y plus del v3 by del y. That is your divergent only. When you will go with this one, so here we are having constant term with respect to x, that is 0. With respect to y, because we are having 5x, so with respect to y, that is 0. And z is not available here, means this will be z. Z is not available here, so that is also 0. So you can write down ki yes, the divergent is 0 here. Yes, the divergent is 0. When your divergent is 0 means your vector function is a solenoidal. Solenoidal means it is incompressible. So yes, this is so true. This is so true till now. Let's check for the irrotational also, whether it is irrotational also or not. So when we will check the curl, so we need to check the curl of the given function, vector function v vector. So it should be I, j or k. It should be del by del x, del by del y, del by del z. When you will go with this one, this is 3, this is 5x, and here we are not having. So when we will solve with respect to I, so this will become 0. With respect to j also, this will become 0. But with respect to k, when I will solve, I can see I am having here 5x, and this is also with respect to x. So this will be 5 minus 0. So I can write down this is nothing but 5 of k. This is nothing but 5 of k, which is not equals to 0. And when your curl is not equals to 0, so you can say that your vector function is not an irrotational. This is a rotational vector. So this is not irrotational. This is not irrotational vector. Okay, so hence this is false. I can say this is true. So the function is the function is incompressible, means the solenoidal. Here we are having incompressible means solenoidal. Yes, I hope you guys are getting my point. Very easily, very simply we can understand this concept ki whenever we are having the question from the gradient divergent curl, that I told you already just few minutes ago also I told you, and earlier also I told you, these are the questions these are the topics from where we can see the question. So yes, you can see the question from the gradient divergent curl also. All right, now let's go for the next question. We are having from the, as usual, we are having one short question from the eigenvalue in the civil also. So the question is civil 2024, find the eigenvalue, I think. Yeah, a very simple question they asked for the find the eigenvalue of the given matrix. Find the eigenvalue of the given matrix. Matrix is given to us 2 1 1, 1 4 1, 2 1 1, 1 4 1 and 1 1 2. 2 1 1, 1 4 1 and 1 1 2. Please confirm. Please confirm. Yes, Beta, divergence and curl is very simple, very easily you can approach. The divergent means if your vector function is diverging from its position, curl is the rotation, with the rotation it is moving. Now, so we need to find out the eigenvalue of this matrix. So how to approach the eigenvalue? Very easily we can go for the eigenvalue in this case. How to approach? We know very well how to find the eigenvalue by the sum and product. So I will prefer here the sum. We are having the Brahmastra technique for finding eigenvalues and eigenvector. So sum will be 2 plus, sum will be trace only, means sum of the principal diagonal element. So it will be 2 plus 4 plus 2, that is you are having 4 plus 4, 8. If you are looking for the product of eigenvalues, so let's come to the product of eigenvalues. Product means the determinant. So when you will go for the determinant, it will be 8 minus 1, minus 1 it will be 2 minus 1, plus 1 it will be 1 minus 4. So 8 minus 1 is 7, 7 2 ja 14, minus 1 we are having here 13, and minus 3 we are having here to 10. So I need to find out those 3 eigenvalues whose sum will be 8 and their product will be 10. I need to find out those 3 eigenvalues whose sum will be 8 and their product will be 10. So in this case, I hope the options were given to you. So among the options, one option were there like 1, 5 and 2. If the option is there present, because this was a MCQ question, the options were definitely present, and one of the option was 1, 5 and 2 or 1, 2 or 5. So you can see 5 into 2 is 10 and you are having the product as in 10. When you will go for this one, 5 plus 3 is 8. So yes, this is satisfying your condition. So very easily you can write down the eigenvalues in this case by the sum and product, direct question. This I will say one of the very easy question from the eigenvector they asked in the civil. Clear? Yes, shabash. Now let's come to the next question. That was a MSQ. Let's come to the next question. That was an MSQ. So the question is again from the civil, and the question was the given partial differential equation. Given partial differential equation. Okay, what is x del 2u by del x2 plus y del 2u by del y2, and it is equals to x plus y by 2 whole square. It is equals to x plus y by 2 whole square for the given partial differential equation. Okay, or the given partial differential equation is of which category? So we are having options. This is of which category? And this was a MSQ question. Which category? The first option is hyperbolic, for x less than 0 and p greater than 0. No, sorry, p nahi, y. X greater than 0, x less than 0 and y greater than 0. Second option was parabolic for x is greater than and y is also greater than. For x greater than 0 and y also greater than 0. Third is elliptic for x greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0. And the last one is elliptic for x is equals to 0 and y, let me confirm, please you guys can also confirm the option. X is less than, first one is x is less than 0, y is greater than 0. Parabolic for x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. Elliptic for x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. And I think this is also for x equals to 0 and y greater than 0. You guys can confirm the option. You guys can confirm the option here. Let me also confirm. Yes. I hope. I think this was the option. Let me cross check. Yes. Let's approach it. Elliptic for x greater than 0, y x 0, and yeah, okay, this is the only true. Yeah, this is the true. Okay, so let's approach it. When we will go for it, so what happen? Let's see here. So first of all, we can just go for the comparison. Basically, we can go for the comparison between the equation, that the general equation is a del 2u by del x2 plus b del 2u by, here we can see the value when you will go for del 2u by del x del y, we can compare with the ABC, c del 2u by del y2, plus here you can have the function of, means del u by del x will be there, del u by del y will be there, and one u will be also there. So I am writing here all together function of x, function of y, and plus u is equals to 0, like this one. So here we know very well everything depend on this b square minus 4ac only. If you will find out the value of your b square minus 4ac, if it is less than 0, it also depends if your b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. It also depends if your b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. So it everything depend in this case on the b square minus 4ac. If your b square minus 4ac is less than 0, so it should be elliptic. Okay, if your b square minus 4ac equals to 0, it should be parabolic. And if your b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, it should be hyperbolic. So here I need to check all these three. I need to check because the question is a MSQ na, so we need to check here everything, b square minus 4ac for each and every, all these three cases we need to check. So let's go for them. First of all, I will compare from the question. I can see the value of a is nothing but x, b is not available here, so b is 0, and when you will go with the c, so value of c will be y. So value of c is equals to y. We need ultimately b square minus 4ac. So this is 0 minus 4xy. So now here you need to go with minus 4xy if you are putting it, if you are taking your minus 4xy greater than 0. So that you need to check, or let's start with the less than 0. If you are taking minus 4xy less than 0, it means your minus xy is also less than 0. When you are taking minus xy is less, means minus xy is less than 0, or directly I can write down here that it should be xy is greater than 0. So when we are going with minus 4xy means this the first condition, sorry, this is the first condition for the elliptic. So here we can consider it should be the condition for elliptic. Now let's check for the first condition. We will come to that one. I am writing in this case, then I will check one by one all the options also. Okay, and if I am saying my minus 4xy is equals to 0, so my xy will be 0. When I am saying my xy will be 0, so either x will be 0 or y will be 0 in this case, and this is called the parabolic. Okay, and let's check for the hyperbolic also. Hyperbolic means your x minus 4xy should be greater than 0. So if I am writing here minus 4xy is greater than 0, it means your xy should be less than 0, because we are having here negative sign na, that's why your xy should be less than 0. Then it should be hyperbolic. Now let's check the options one by one. Option 1 is saying it is hyperbolic for x less than 0 and y greater than 0. Suppose you are taking the first one when your x is negative and y is positive. Your x is negative and your y is positive. So ultimately the product will be negative only. When you are taking x less than 0 and y greater than 0, I am starting with the option A. So I can see here ultimately my product is negative. My product is negative means my xy is less than 0. So this is the case of hyperbolic. Yes, So this option A satisfy the condition. Yes, definitely this is satisfy the condition. Let's check for the second option, parabolic for x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. Look at the case for the parabolic. You are saying your function will be parabolic if xy is equals to 0. Xy will be 0 means either x 0 or y 0. So no, this case will not be true. This is not possible for the parabolic. If you want parabolic, so either x should be 0 or y should be 0, then only your function will have the parabolic. When we check for the elliptic for x greater than 0 and y greater than 0, look at here, elliptic is your xy is greater than 0. If I am having x also positive, I am having y also positive, so ultimately the product will be positive. And when your product will be positive, so you can say yes, this is the condition of elliptic. So this is absolutely true. A, till now A and C is true. Let's check for the D also. Elliptic for x is equals to 0 and y greater than 0. So when I will go for here, elliptic for x is equals to 0 and y greater than 0. When I will put here x is equals to 0 or y greater than 0. So ultimately in this case, when you are just, please confirm this option here. I am not sure about this option. Please confirm this option. Either it is greater than or less than. If you guys just was there in the paper, you can just give me confirmation also about this option. Elliptic for x is equals to 0 and y is greater than 0. Yeah. Okay. So in this case also I am having the positive value, na? In this case also, you guys confirm about the options? I'm not sure about this option. Just wait, I'm having the question in my copy. I will check it. What is the correct option? What is the correct option? Okay, so whatever is the, I'm not sure about this option, whatever is this option here, if it is x equals to 0 or y greater than 0, x is equals to 0 or y greater than 0, so x is equals to 0, y equals to 0, so it should be the parabolic in this case. I think here the option should be parabolic. That's why I'm not sure here. I will come to this question again with the options, otherwise the approach will be like this only. Okay, I will come back with the options again here. Let's come to the, till that let's come to the next question. Okay, I will search the confirm options for you. So this was my question number 15. Let's come to the question number 16 here, and that is also from the civil. Let's approach the question. The question is very simple. Given the matrix, we are having the matrix is, given the matrix A 214103, 214103, and the next is B -1 0 2 3 and 1 4. Okay, this was 2 cross 3, and this we are having as an, sorry, this here we are having 3 rows and 2 columns. This is the 2 cross 3 matrix. And what I am looking for the determinant. Find the determinant of AB. So will you guys approach the determinant in this case? This is the very easy question. Will you guys approach the determinant in this case? Till that I will confirm the option for the previous question for you. Yeah, you guys can just confirm. Yes बच्चों, what is the result? Tell me. Yeah, okay. First of all, let me confirm about that one. So that was the same option which I write down. That is correct. Okay, elliptic for x is equals to 0, y greater than 0. If I will put here elliptic, so when I will go for x is equals to 0, x is equals to 0, 0 into something will be 0, so it will become parabolic. But you are saying it is elliptic, so no, this is also not possible. Since this is a MSQ, so option A and C will be the answer. Hyperbolic for x less than 0 and y greater than 0, and elliptic for x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. This was the correct one only. Okay, right? Okay, now let's come to the this question. This was very easy question for the determinant. I hope very easily you can approach. We need to go first of all for the product of the determinant. Look at this is a 2 cross 3 matrix, that is a 3 cross 2 matrix. The resultant will be a 2 cross 2 matrix. Very easily we can understand, and then we can go for the determinant. So first row with the first column, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, plus 2 into 1 is 2, 4 into 1 is 4. When you will go for the next one here, so this will be a 2 cross 2 matrix. First row with the second column, that is 0 plus 3 plus 16. Next will be minus 1 plus 0 plus 3. Next will be 0 plus 0 plus 12. So you can see you are having here the determinant or the matrix. Let's write down the determinant of AB. First I will go for the matrix. Minus 2 plus 2 gone. This is 4. 16 plus 3 is 19. This will be, this was what? I am not sure. So this will be minus 1, 0 and 3. So this will be 2 and next will be 12. So when you will solve this 2 cross 2 matrix, the determinant will be 12 into 4 is 48 minus 38. So the value of determinant will be 10 only. Value of determinant will be 10 only, isn't it? Yes. Shabash. So the value of determinant will be 10 only. So directly we can go for the determinant here. Yeah, what you are asking? Om Hazare. What you are asking? Eigenvalues fixed for every year. Yeah. Eigenvalue question. We can see the question from the linear algebra. One of the very important question is eigenvalue. The second they can ask nowadays, because in the weekend, last weekend only they asked about the determinant 2 times. So that is also a good we can consider here. Let's come to the next question. When I will go for the next question from the civil, what is that? Let's see. Have a look on the next question also. Okay, that question from the as usual expected question, maxima minima question. So for the given function fx is given to us x cube minus 27x plus 4. For the given function x cube minus 27x plus 4, the range is given to us 1 to x, where your x is lying between 1 to 6. Your x is lying between 1 to 6. Find what we are having here. Either it is having maxima or it is having minima in this range, or it is having point of inflection, and the last one is saddle point. Let's approach. So how to do? First of all, we are having the function. We will just find out the first order derivative, because I can see this question is nothing but from the maxima minima for one variable. So I will write down x cube minus 27x plus 4. What you need to do? You need to find out f dash x. That will be 3x square minus 27. Okay, you will put it equals to 0. When you will put it equals to 0, from here you can take the 3 common. It will be x square minus 9 is equals to 0. You can go for x square is equals to 9. Value of x will be plus minus 3. When you will approach here, plus 3 and second is the minus 3. If the question is a simple question where the interval is not mentioned to me, then I will check here in this case. I must go for the both the points, but here I am having the interval that my x can exist between only 1 and 6. So then this minus 3 will be outside the range. I will check only the double order derivative of the function at the x is equals to 3 only. So what you need to do, you need to find out f double dash x, which is 3 into 2, 9x. Okay, we are having here, let's check, 3x square we are having na. So 9x, when you will put here the value, no, 3 into 2 is, we are having not x cube, x already completed. This is 6x. This was x cube. The first order differentiation is 3x square. When I will go for one more time differentiation, it will be 6x, and I am having the value of x as in 3. When I will put here the value of x as in 3, so it will be 18. 18 is greater than 0. So you need to check whether your function is positive or not, double order derivative, by putting the value of the point, it is double order derivative is positive or not. So I can see very clearly ki yes, this is a positive value, double order derivative is positive, hence it is having minima. So very easily we can conclude that it will have a minima. So among the B option will be the final answer. Yes, it is having minima, and you can conclude for the final value. Yes, you can go for the final value, that is for the minima. Very easily we can go for the minima. Yes. All right, very good. Now one more very simple question I am having from this one itself, means the civil only. Let's go for the next question, civil. We are having, it's given to us two statement from the differential equation, p dy by dx is equals to x square plus 3x square y square plus 2y power 4 divided by x cube y. This was the first one, and q is also given to us. Q is also given to us. I am writing here the value of q. Q statement means the differential equation q for dy by dx equals to minus y square by x square. So this is my statement q, and this is my statement p. Two statements are given to us. Okay, it is asking which one of the following option is correct. Which one of the following is correct? Which one of the following is correct? Let's check it out. We are having option also. P, the equation P means the statement P is homogeneous. So we can write down P is a homogeneous ordinary differential equation. And Q is, P is homogeneous differential equation, and Q is an exact differential equation, exact ordinary differential equation. Second option was P, and that was Q. Okay, second option was P is non-homogeneous ordinary differential equation, non-homogeneous ordinary differential equation, and your Q is an exact differential equation only. Q is an exact differential equation only. When I will go for the third option, P is homogeneous, Q is not exact. P is homogeneous and Q is not exact. And the last option D is P is non-homogeneous and Q is non-exact. P is non-homogeneous and Q is non-exact. Let's approach it. Your P is non-homogeneous and your Q is non-exact. So let's approach it. Can we solve it very easily? Yes, definitely. So we need to identify the options, what the options are given to us, and then we can approach accordingly. So I can see first of all the equation I am writing here, P dy by dx is equals to x square plus 3x square y square plus 2y power 4 divided by x cube y. I can see I am having here power 4, I am having here power 4, here also power 4, but at the place of this x square, if it will become x power 4, then this differential equation dy by dx will be homogeneous. But right now I can see just because of this x square, this is not an homogeneous differential equation. Still, if you want to check, then what you can see, you can just check at the place of x and y, you can put kx and ky, and then you can see whether it is homogeneous or not. So very easily I can understand that this is not homogeneous. This is not homogeneous, non-homogeneous, just because of this x power 2. If x power 4 is there, then definitely it will become an homogeneous differential equation. Let's check for the q. Your q is dy by dx equals to minus y square by x square. When you will go with this one, you need to check, because related to the q, the statement is given whether it is exact or it is non-exact. So for exact or non-exact, we need to check. Okay, so do you know about the exact? Any differential equation is said to be exact if it is satisfied the condition m dx plus, first of all, it should be in the form m dx plus n dy is equals to 0, and del m by del y should equals to del n by del x. If these two conditions satisfy, then I will say ki yes, my differential equation is an exact, otherwise not. So I will just write down this in a simple manner: x square dy minus plus y square dx is equals to 0. This is not an exact. Actually, I should write down this as an y square dx plus x square dy is equals to 0. Now I can just compare this with the m dx plus n dy. From here I can write down the value of m is y square, value of n is x square. I can compare now, this will be m and this will be n. So when I will go for a del m by del y, it should be 2y. When I will go for a del n by del x, it should be 2x. But since here we are not having del m by del y equals to del n by del x, when we are not having equal, so you can conclude your differential equation will be a non-exact differential equation. So that you can conclude that that will be a non-exact differential equation, right? So we can go with the non-exact. So if I will choose the options from the among given options, so I will go with the P is non-homogeneous and Q is non-exact. So from the among given options, my answer will be option D. Yeah, my answer will be option D, that this is not an exact, this is not an homogeneous. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. All right, one more question I am having here. I am having actually two more questions, so let's approach. So the next question is the question from the limit, again from the civil 2024. The very simple question, limit what is given to us, m tends to infinity 1 plus 0.05 to the power m whole power m divided by m whole power m minus 1. We need to find out the value of this one. Okay, let's approach it in a very simple manner. We can just solve this question. What we are having, actually, if you guys remember, we just learned a trick that is called monkey on a tree. So I will use here my simple concept, my simple technique, that is monkey on a tree in this one, because this is nothing but 1 power infinity format. Whenever we are having 1 power infinity format, we can use the monkey on a tree. So there is a tree where the monkey is sitting. So here if you will cut the tree, so monkey rather falling down, the monkey will fall just outside. So x tends to a you are having. So my monkey will fall on the e to the power a right here. So this is my monkey, and when you are just cutting one branch from this tree now, so when you are cutting one branch from this tree, so it will be minus 1. So what is the formula? The formula is nothing but limit x tends to a, this is monkey on a tree, fx to the power gx. Here you can use e to the power limit x tends to a, gx will be there, and it should be fx minus 1. So I can see I am having here this form. This form is 1 to the power infinity. So in this one I will use 1 power infinity, this concept, and then I will go for minus 1. So let's approach the question. If I will go with this one, So let us assume I'm making this as an y. I'm assuming this as an y. So limit m tends to y. Okay, this value is 1 plus 0.05 to the by m to the power m. So here I can see my function fx, means my tree is nothing but this one, my monkey is m only. So here it will be e to the power limit m tends to infinity, m is here already. When you will approach 1 plus 0.05 by m minus 1, monkey minus 1, minus 1 plus 1 will be gone. When you will see here m and m will also gone. You are having e to the power limit m tends to infinity while I will approach. So this is nothing but 0.05 only. So I am having here very easily I can solve this question by this technique. So e to the power 0.05 you are having. Okay. Let it be as it is. And now you are means you are finding the final answer. So your required answer will be e to the power 0.05 minus 1. That is your y minus 1. And when you will approach here, so it should be, when you will solve this, it should be 0.05127. 0.05127. This will be the final answer. 0.05127. You can just check it. This will be the final answer. Okay, very easily we can approach it. I hope it is clear. And now one last question we are having, that was again a MSQ question from the civil. So let's see the question number 20, that is the civil 2024 question. That was a MSQ question of the vectors. So the question is given 3 vectors. For the given 3 vectors P, Q and R. P vector I cap, J cap, K cap. So I cap plus J cap plus K cap. Q vector I cap 2J plus 3K. And PQR vector. What is 2I, 3J, 4K? 2I plus 3J plus 4K. So then which one of the following statement is or are correct? Then which of the following statement is or are correct? So this was a MSQ. We are having statements also. Let's approach it. And this is actually a good question, concept based question. So the first statement was P vector cross Q vector cross R vector plus Q vector cross R vector cross P vector. The following are or is correct. So P cross Q cross R plus Q cross R cross P plus R cross P vector cross Q vector is 0. First statement. Second is what it is? P vector cross Q vector cross R vector equals to P vector dot R vector Q vector minus P dot Q or R vector. Okay. And the third is R vector cross P vector cross Q vector equals to 0 equals to Q vector cross P vector dot R vector. Okay. Oh no, I missed it. This is dot. R vector dot P cross Q equals to Q cross P dot R. Okay. And the last one is P vector cross Q cross R equals to P cross Q cross R. Alright. Let's see. We need to check. What you are saying, Ajit Kumar, take a class for probability marathon. Probability we already cover, beta. You can just check. in the engineering mathematics mein rehta, and we already covered the probability. You can check it. Okay, now so here let's approach it. We are having PQR, PQR. So first of all, now when I will come to this one, this relation, look at the option D for Delhi. That cannot be true. Why? Because we know very well that when I talk about in terms of the scalar triple product, now when I will come to the scalars, they are associative, but here I am having vectors, so vectors product is not an associative. So Q into R or P into Q, it will not satisfy. Vector product is not associative, not commutative, so it will not satisfy this condition. So this is so absolutely wrong in terms of the if I will talk about in terms of the vector cross product. So that is absolutely wrong. Vector cross product is not an associative. Now let's check the remaining options. Remaining, if I will come to this option, if I will come to the option B for Bombay, look at the option B for Bombay. So option, if you will check the option B for Bombay is nothing but simple, the product of three cross product of three vectors. This is the property of cross product of three vectors. So directly you can use, this is nothing but the cross product of three vectors. So this is absolutely true. Okay, so till now D is wrong, B is true. I need to check for A and C, so I am writing there A and C. Let's write down the C. I am writing C here, R vector dot P vector cross Q, as also this is true, 0. And here when you will go for Q vector cross P vector dot R vector, because here first of all, what the important thing we can see, I'm just by just reading the question I can see that D option will not right and B option is right among these. But the question is MSQ, so I need to check all the options also. Look at the given vectors. You are having I, J, K. You are having I plus 2J plus 3K. You are having 2I plus 3J plus K, 4K. So look at I plus I is 2 here. Okay. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So we can see very simple here. We are having here linearly dependency. Linearly dependency means R vector is nothing but equals to sum of the P plus Q. So that's why these vectors are linearly dependent. Here we are having linearly dependency of the vectors. Here we are having linearly dependency of the vectors. Okay. So when we are having linearly dependency, so definitely this should be equal. So when I am talking about R dot P cross Q, it should be 0 when you will solve R dot P and R dot Q. Similarly, it will be P, Q dot R and P dot R. It will be 0 because the dot product is commutative, so it will be 0. Okay, this is also true. When I will come to the option A here, this we will just solve in the detail also. P cross Q cross R plus Q cross R cross P plus R vector cross P vector cross Q. Okay, is it 0 or not? We need to check it whether it is 0 or not. Whether it is 0 or not. All right. Okay, now let's approach it here. So we are having P cross Q cross R plus Q cross R cross P, R cross Q cross P. So first of all, what I will do, I will just use here what I can see. When I will just open this one, we are having R vector is equals to P vector plus Q vector. Okay, so here at the place of, let's multiply first of all. So when I will open this with the help of the scalar, the cross product. So when I will open, it should be open like this one na. So P vector dot Q vector, like this it will be open. P vector dot Q vector, R vector we are having. So we can just open it. So I am writing it P vector dot R vector, or then it is Q vector. Minus, when I will open, this will be P vector dot Q vector. I will take some space here. So let's open P vector dot R vector and Q vector. This is nothing but the cross product property na, minus P vector dot q vector and r vector. Okay, similarly when I will open for this specific slot, so it will be q vector dot p vector r vector, and minus when you will open q vector dot r vector and p vector. Okay, similarly when you will open for this one, so it will be r vector dot q vector and p vector minus r vector dot p vector dot q vector. You can see here lots of the things are cancelling, p q r p, and we are having here q r p and q r p. These two will be gone. P r q and p r q, these two will also gone. When you will see here q p r, because the dot product is commutative, so these all will be cancelled out, hence you are having the result as in 0. So yes, this is satisfy the condition, this is 0. So what I can say, option A is a true, option B is a true, and option C is also true, but option D is not a true. So A, B, C are correct in this case because this is a MSQ. So A, B and C are your correct answer. A, B and C are your correct answers. Very easily we can approach it. Okay, clear everyone? So like this we can approach the questions very easily. We can go for the questions, all the questions whatever I am having till now with the data, all the branches I just cover. Okay, as I can conclude in a very simple manner, dear students, that in the upcoming weekend also you can see the questions from the linear algebra, good questions from the eigenvalues or from the determinant also, or the system of equation is also possible. In terms of the calculus, you can see the questions from the limits or maxima minima, one of the very important thing we can see, and we can see the question from the integral calculus, which is the double integration or your gradient divergent curl or Gauss-Stock or Green's theorem. In terms of the complex, we can see the question from the complex integration or from the analytical function. In terms of the differential equation also, we can see the question from the linear differential is important, CFPI concept is important, Euler's Cauchy equation is also important. So all these things you can just see. Okay, and if I will talk about the probability, so everything is important, but in the states, random variable is one of the very important topic which you should not miss anyhow. In the probability also, the base theorem or the conditional is important. You can just check and go through with those theorems concept also before approaching to the exam, actual get exam. Okay, so all the important things you need to just cover, because now you are having very less time. So in this minimum time, you need to revise all the important concept of engineering mathematics as well as the general aptitude also, because the mathematics will cover the 13 marks and aptitude will cover the 15 marks. So 28 marks weightage is here, we can see very clearly, which we should not take lightly. Okay guys, alright, so that's all from my side till now. If you not joined our Telegram group, you can join the Telegram group. Okay, by the details, all the details of joining the group is mentioned in the description box. You can join the Telegram group. You can go for the group. Here we are having lots of the features which you will get in the Telegram group only. Okay, and if you are looking for the GATE 2025 or 2026 preparation, you can join our live online program where we are having lots of the features. For more inquiry, for the more details, you can contact to our student advisory team. They will help you in your each and every doubt. They will solve your doubts. Okay guys, all right, chalo, that's all from my side. Yeah, all the very best to all the dear students. Let's meet in the next session. Till that, take care. Bye bye. Good night all of you. Thank you.